Hi there, good morning everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here for the episode that we do every Sunday called This Week. Comes out roughly around noon every Sunday. Usually starts the week off, but as we've been having monthly series for the last little while, I don't Something like 4 or 5 series in a row now. Can't remember. But anyways, this is the one that normally comes out first, which comes out around noon. We do, like I said, usually have a series episode that goes in the morning, although I've screwed that up a couple times lately. Anyways, and basically what this episode does, or what we're going to do here, is talk about what's going to be going on the channel for this week, what may be coming up in the future, and if there's any problems in the past, we usually take care of those too, so we can start a clean slate. So having said all that, we're going to get right to it. So the first thing is to go back a little bit. I did miss Monday night's episode of Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. I think it's the first one I've missed in quite a few, maybe been over a year. It's just, it wasn't able to get it done. It would have required me to actually do my notes and do all that, and by the time I got home it was already almost 9 o'clock, so I decided to skip on it for the week. I do apologize for that. It's not something I planned on, but sometimes things happen that you can't control. Anyways, so that will be back this week in its normal slot, and that there was a few others that were kind of late, but it was mostly due to work and nothing serious. Okay, so we're going to get on. So the next episode we normally do after this one is called Commonalities Compared. This is an episode that Ben and I put together. It was his idea. We've arranged it so that I do part and he does part. So his part is to select the two commonalities. Now this commonality could be two drummers, two guitar players, two bass players, whatever you want to call it, two rock albums, two producers, anything that's related to rock, and he gets to choose them. He's given me a lot of really good things to compare, much more than I would have thought of on my own. So it's been excellent. I've done one or two. I think I've done one episode by it. Yeah. Anyways, today's commonalities will come out today. We'll be featuring these two artists from this band, Kiss. Not hard to figure out who we're going to be doing here, is it? So you've got drummer Eric Carr, who is on the Creatures of the Night album at the top there, and Peter Criss from Kiss on his last album, his last official album with the band, in the corner at the bottom right there. So we'll be talking about that, The Cat and the Fox. Isn't that a kid's nursery rhyme? Nursery rhyme? I think it might be. So those are the two we'll be doing for the Commonalities Compared, which will come out tonight at 8 o'clock. The next episode, of course, is the Monday night's Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. We will be featuring the album we did not do last week, which is Alan Parsons' Project, Eye in the Sky. Really good album. Lots of stuff on here. Lots of stuff that's familiar. Basically, I think movie tracks and covers for Need for Speed and all kinds of stuff going on. So we'll be doing this album as our look back at a classic rock album. It's his second time through in my playlist. The first time didn't really take with me too well, so I took it out and then I put it back in again because it started to grow on me, and it's doing pretty well in there. Been like 5 months in the playlist now. So Alan Parsons' Project, Eye in the Sky, that will be the look back at a classic rock album this week. The next show, so there's no Tuesday night show still. Ben is still on hiatus, and so we do not have anything for that spot yet, and I'm leaving it blank till he comes back. So Wednesday night we are having our normal favorites. I've chosen a topic called 5 albums with better, deeper cuts. So basically these are albums that are pretty big. They have some radio stuff, but the deeper cuts, I think, are the better cuts on this album, on those particular 5 albums. So we're going to do at least one episode of that. I tend to like to do these in threes, so they'll probably end up being 3 episodes, but this will be the first one. So that's Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. The next episode comes out Thursday night, also at 8 o'clock, which is Big Surprises. This will be the second episode in that set, featuring Blue Oyster Cult's Secret Treaties. Oh, I just realized, I think that's backwards, right? No, it isn't. I thought it was. My eyesight is maybe messed up a little bit. Secret Treaties, this is the album that I think really brought this band full force to me. Yeah, I've had some others that I like too, but this one is the big one, I think. So really surprised me. I knew it was going to be probably good based on people's recommendation, but I just didn't realize how much I was going to actually go mental over it. For a while there I was. So Blue Oyster Cult's Secret Treaties will be the big surprises for this week, Thursday at 8 o'clock. The last 2 episodes of the week, on Saturday at noon, we will do this month's version of Playlist. That's just an episode in which I talk about my playlist, basically. And at the end, I usually give you my 5 favorite albums that are on the playlist currently. So we'll get to that Saturday at probably around noon this week. I think I've been putting it out around 4, but I think I'll move it back to noon for this week. The next episode up, of course, comes out at 8 o'clock on Saturday, although it was late yesterday. I did forget about that. I was out and didn't get back till really late. But I had already prepared it, so it was just a matter of putting it together. So this is What's New. It will feature a band called Long Earth, and the album is called Ordinary Life. They are a progressive band. I am really actually going to be listening to that during the week, so I'm kind of curious as to what we're going to get here. And then that's it for the weekly series. We do not have a Friday night one, of course, because we have finished ranking the albums. We are going to possibly do something else. I'll be talking to Ben about that, and if he decides he doesn't want to do anything at that point, then I will come up with something as well. I have a couple of show ideas that are in mind. Haven't put them out yet because there's no real place to put them at this point. So the next thing, I'll just talk about a little bit about the series we're currently running for the month, which are my 30 favorite rock drummer albums. So I've picked 30 albums in which the drumming is pretty dominant on it, and are albums I always go to if I feel like really getting into some drums, or I feel like listening to a certain drummer. I go to these albums quite a bit. So we have 7 more coming out for this week. Hopefully you'll be able to come and watch these episodes. They've actually been fairly well received. Some of them excellently received, lots of views. And so people seem to be enjoying this series. I also did, in case people hadn't noticed, I did go back with last month's series, since it's over and I'm not trying to surprise anybody anymore. I did put in all of the albums and the groups. So I put the group and the album for each of the 31 days of October for the series. So they're all in there so that it's easy to find them a little bit better now. I find that when you put the name of the band in the series, you get a lot more people viewing it. I didn't want to do it initially because it was kind of trying to keep it a little bit on the mysterious side. But now I've gone back in and put them all in so that you can easily find them if you wish to go back and watch them now. Okay, so for the 2 series, October's and for November's, we're moving on. I did want to talk a little bit about a couple of upcoming series. If I can find my notes on them, that would be great. I'm not holding my breath. I tend to not be able to get things very well this way. Okay, so we do have, for the month of December, I guess I should put my glasses on so I can actually see it. So, of course, for this month, we're doing the 30 favorite rock drum albums, which is currently running for November. We will be doing, in December, we're going to be doing my 31 favorite rock albums that came out in the month of December. So it could be any year in rock history. I'm going to pick 31 albums that came out in that month, and because it's a Christmas month, so we're going to do a kind of a Christmas festival type of thing here. Even though they won't be Christmas albums, I'm just going to be picking my 30 favorite rock albums, and I'll rank them according to those albums and how I like them. What else? So for the month of January, I had originally put down I have series all the way to March actually set up, but because Ben wants to do something specific, I'm going to bump the other 3 back 1 month each and put in the series for January. This one won't be a full month series. It will be 26 days because we're going to do a 26th. We're going to be picking our favorite albums or favorite groups from each letter of the alphabet, starting in A and going all the way down to Z, of course. And we will do probably a couple of favorite bands plus an honorable mention. Now I'm hoping that Ben will want to join in on this, and I'll be able to give his picks. I'll probably start out by giving his picks and then give my own picks at the end for the episode. They won't be terribly long episodes, probably 4 to 5 minutes, which seems to be a standard for these type of series. So that will be moving into the January series. I had already cemented in the December one. That's why I backed it up 1 month, and so we'll start that in January, and then I have 3 more series that I have set up for the new year. So they'll all be backed up, so that we'll be backed up till April then. So that's it for the monthly series. I have a couple of mini series that I wish to do myself. I may take one of the 2 spots that I normally do with Ben and use that one for 6 weeks, or maybe I'll alternate with a series that he's doing. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll work this out as it goes along. So that's it for the channel for this week. I hope to see you all throughout the week. It's always fun when people make comments. People make a lot of comments. Some of them are correctional. They correct something I said, or they point out something that I missed, or they may just want to talk about the particular person and we have a little bit of a conversation about it, or they may express a real desire that they like that particular thing. And whatever you want to put in the comment section is okay with me. I tend to not like people who make it personal, and I honestly really even see the point to that. So you call me stupid and dumb and I don't know anything, and what does that achieve? Nothing, because you're still in the same position and I'm still running the show. Anyways, hopefully I get to see most of you out during the week, and we will be back then. Take care and have yourself a good day. Goodbye.